Now, finally, what I want you to do this week, it's not assigned, there's nothing assigned, but your persuasive essay is going to start coming down the pike really fast. So I highly recommend that you carefully look at all the materials related to the persuasive essay, look at this assignment details, which really gives you the instructions for the assignment. Let me just open it up. And it's going to open in 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Persuasive paper. So this kind of explains what a persuasive paper is. And these are some of the genre expectations about an argumentative synthesis, such as the one you're going to write. And some of my specific expectations as well. This provides you some of an overview of the structure of an argument paper, and especially I in particular do want you to have a counter argument, which would be about 1 paragraph toward the end of the paper. Don't turn your paper into a long counter argument. I'm not looking for a critique, okay? I'm looking for your argument, and in skillful persuasive papers or argument papers, there's usually some recognition of some aspect of what the other side thinks. That's a counter argument. So but you don't want it to take over your whole paper. That's something I've seen in the past. So you're giving your argument, your claims, your support for your claims, and toward the end of the paper, it's kind of like saying, now I realize that some people think this or that. However, the reason why that's not correct is X, Y, and Z. Okay, but it should remain short and it shouldn't get too much into the other side's argumentation. So here we go, the argument paper. Now, another thing that we have in here that you should start looking at because it's coming up soon, possible topics for persuasive essay in case you're not sure what to write about in the teaching of writing. But before you do that, go to the pre-writing for our persuasive essay. The pre-writing is just a way for you to start thinking about the topic and planning for your paper. So I just take you through several different exercises in this pre-writing that helps you to think about what your specific issues are, what your interests are, what are you interested in, what kinds of things could you argue. You don't have to pick one of my topics that I've suggested. You can pick your own topic. You're going to need to develop a claim about your subject and support the claim with evidence. Now, look at this in particular. I want you guys to notice this. I'm going to highlight it here. Okay, it's not highlighting. Here we go. This is important. Later in the quarter, we're going to read a whole bunch of these genre chapters in Tompkins. But for now, you should start with the persuasive writing chapter at the end of toward the end of her book. It gives you a sense of the genre and what kinds of expectations, not only for your paper, but also for student papers that you assign. Persuasive writing is becoming very important in the Common Core, and so teachers are wondering, how do I teach persuasive writing? Well, here it is in Tompkins, very well explained with lots of ideas for how to teach it. And in the meantime, while you're reading about that, it might help you to understand what I'm looking for in this assignment as well. So I would do that sooner rather than later. Choosing your topic, this is just a series of steps that I'm taking you through to think about your topic, and writing down what are some of the opinions and opposing opinions about this topic. So is it really arguable? Are there two sides to the issue? And finally, just starting to think about what kind of sources that you can bring in terms of the topic. Like what could you start investigating? What can you read? Because you're going to need 3 outside sources. So start looking for those as soon as possible. Okay, you guys, I hope this helps to get you